Let us discuss some properties of definite integrals. In this, first we remember these 7 properties. And here, just I am discussing first property is integral a to b f of x dx is equal to integral a to b f of t dt. Here, f of x integration is capital F of x, limits applying the lower limit and upper limit a to b. That is nothing but f of b minus f of a. Okay, is it equal to this one? Means f of t integration is capital F of t, limits from a to b, that is equal to capital F of b minus f of a. Whatever the variable, after the integration and apply the limits, we get the same values. So integral a to b f of x dx is equal to integral a to b f of t dt. That is the first property of the definite integral. And the second one, integral a to b f of x dx equal to integral negative of integral b to a f of x dx. That is nothing but integral f of x dx is, this is the integral a to b f of x dx. Okay. In this, we can take the common minus, then we are getting f of a minus f of b. This is equal to minus of integral a to b, b to a. Jay Chandra, close the door. B to a f of x dx. Just here, the integration of f of x dx is capital F of x, limits from b to a. The upper limit is a, lower limit is b. So this is equal to integral a to b f of x dx. So the second property is when we can change the limits, we take the negative sign. A to b is changes to b to a, means it has the negative sign. Third one, if a is less than c is less than b, then integral a to b f of x dx equal to integral a to c f of x dx plus integral c to b f of x dx. Here we know that integral a to b f of x dx is equal to f of b minus f of a. That is standard form. Here a to c means capital F of c minus capital F of a, plus c to b means capital F of b minus capital F of c after the applying the limits. This minus f of c plus f of c get cancelled. Again, we are getting the f of b minus f of a. After the separate integration, if in between of the limit is another one is there, then we can separate the two integrals with the first limit upper is equal to the second limit lower. When these two limits are equal, directly we can write it as integral a to b f of x dx when the two functions are same. Okay. Fourth one, integral 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Here f of x means capital F of x, limits from 0 to a, that is equal to capital F of a minus capital F of 0. Here small f of a minus x means we can take a minus x equal to some t variable, then dx minus dx is equal to dt. Here, right here, the limits also changes. That is the substitution method. What we can substitute in the place of a minus x equal to t, in the place of dx equal to minus dt, and the lower limit is equal to 0. 0 means lower limit is 0 for x. So a is equal to t. Upper limit x is equal to a, then t is equal to 0. Then we can apply integral lower limit a to 0 f of t into minus dt. Then if we can change the limits, then 0 to a, the negative sign is eliminated, f of t dt. If 0 to a f of t dt is equal to 0 to a f of x dx from the first property, both will same. Next, fifth one, integral a to b f of x plus or minus g of x dx equal to integral a to b f of x dx plus or minus integral a to b g of x dx. If after the integration, what we are getting, capital F of x plus or minus capital g of x, limits from upper limit to lower limit to upper limit a to b. That is capital F of b plus or minus g of b minus capital F of a plus or minus g of a. Right, separate f of a, f of b minus f of a plus or minus g of b minus g of a. For this, we are getting the same thing. K is a constant, both are same. Why? Because if K doesn't change, K f of B minus K f of A. If K is taking common, we are getting f of B minus f of A. That is equal to this integration only. Here, sixth one. It's these properties will come in higher education, that is in BTech level also. Okay. Here, integral minus a to f of x dx means capital F of x limits from minus a to plus a. That is equal to capital F of a minus capital F of minus a. Okay. If it is a negative, if it is odd function or even function means this is equal to, even means f of x is equal to f of x only. Okay. Here minus means minus into minus plus, we are getting capital F of a minus into minus plus capital F of a, that is nothing but 2 f of a. That is integral of 0 to a f of x dx is equal to capital F of a, 2 f of a, it is equal when it is even. Odd function means it's already we are getting f of x, f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. Here f of minus x equal to that. If it is odd function, then minus into minus, it will get cancelled after the integration.
F of minus x equals to
F of minus x equal to f of x is the even function. F of minus x equal to minus f of x is the odd function. When we can substitute the odd function, that plus becomes minus. Minus means f of a minus f of a will get cancelled. It becomes 0 for odd function. In the same way, it is also for 2a. 2a means f of 2a minus 0. That is 2 is a constant, right outside, we are getting the same thing. When f of 2a minus x, that is equal to the f of a minus x, in this same condition only. If odd function means 0, even function means it is 2 into integral 0 to f of x dx. By using these properties, we can solve the problems. We are discussing some problems on the properties. Evaluate the first question, integral minus 1 to 1 mod x by x dx. Second one, integral 0 to 4 mod 2 minus x dx. Mod values, just we can concentrate where it is negative, where it is positive. We know that if mod x value can be writing minus x if x is less than 0. On the number line, just you can observe it. If x is equal to 0, this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. If the x is a variable, for the less than 0, then the x values are negative. For the greater than 0, the x values are positive. So if you can identify where it is negative, where it is positive, then we can easy to find out the definite integrals. Here, if x is less than 0, the function mod x function is equal to negative minus x. It is positive if x is greater than 0. So we can split the integral definite limits into two limits. Integral minus 1 to 1 mod x by x dx is equal to integral minus 1 to 0 mod x by x dx plus integral 0 to 1 mod x by x dx. You know that if a is less than c is less than b, then integral a to b f of x dx can be written as integral a to c f of x dx plus integral c to b f of x dx. Just here you check it. Minus 1 is less than 0 is less than 1. It is a value, it is b value. Then we can convert, we can write by the property of this one. Now, here minus 1 to 0 means the mod x value is less than value. That is integral minus 1 to 0 mod x becomes minus x by x dx plus integral 0 to 1 mod x value is positive x by x dx. x1 za, x1 za, x1 za, x1 za. It is equal to integral minus 1 to 0 minus dx minus 1 dx plus integral 0 to 1 dx. Here minus 1 dx means that is minus x limits from minus 1 to 0 plus integral 1 dx is x limits from 0 to 1. Upper limit is minus 0 minus into minus 1. Upper limit, here minus is taking common. Minus common, here 0 minus of minus 1 plus 1 minus 0. Here minus 0 means 0, minus into minus, plus into minus. Minus 1 plus 1 equal to 0. That is the first one. Therefore, this is equal to 0. For the second one, integral 2 to
0 to
integral 0 to 4. Integral 0 to 4 modulus of 2 minus x dx. Here 2 minus x means just you can take 0 to 2 and 2 to 4. 0 to 2, in this case mod 2 minus x is equal to less than or equal to 0. It's less than 0. It's greater than or equal to 0. It's greater than or equal to 0. And 2 to 4 means it's less than or modulus of 2 minus x is less than or equal to 0. So we can write modulus of 2 minus x is equal to set of 2 minus x if 0 is less than x is less than 2 or 0 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 2. It is minus of 2 minus x if 2 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 4. Okay. And 0 to 4, 0 is less than 2 is less than 4 means it is a is less than c is less than b. In this case, how we can change integral a to b f of x dx can be changed into integral a to c f of x dx plus integral c to b f of x dx by the property. So here integral 0 to 4 modulus of 2 minus x dx is equal to integral 0 to 2. In the positive case, it's just you can take 1. 2 minus 1 is 1 positive. 2 minus 2 is 0. And 0, 2 minus 0. And that is nothing but positive value. 2 minus x into dx plus integral 2 to 4 minus of 2 minus x dx. Integration to integral dx, that is 2x limits 0 to 2 minus x integration is x square by 2 limits from 0 to 2 plus into minus minus 2 integration is 2x integral 2 to 4 minus into minus plus x integration is x square by 2 limits from 2 to 4. that is equal to 2 into 2 minus 0 minus 2 square by 2 minus 0 square by 2 minus 2 into 4 minus 2 into 2 plus 4 square by 2 minus 2 square by 2. 2 ones are 1 2 get cancelled. 2 twos are 4 minus 2 minus 4 twos are 8 minus into minus plus 2 twos are 4 plus 4 square means 16 by 2, it's 8 plus 8, 1 2 1 2 get cancelled, minus 2. Here minus 2 plus 4 cancelled, plus 8 minus 8 cancelled. The answer is 4. Therefore, integral 0 to 4 modulus of 2 minus x dx is equal to 4. This is the answer.
Okay, okay.
The first next question, integral 0 to pi by 2 root sin x by root sin x plus root cos x dx. Which property here we are using? In this, the property is not here, just we are using the property, that is no worries. That is integral of 0 to a f of x dx is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. That only. See here, if we are substituting in the place of x equal to pi by 2 minus x, that is a minus x, then that convert into cos x. The denominator sign convert into cos is convert into sin, then adding of those two, the numerator term and denominator term both will get the same. In that purpose, we can use this property. This I'm doing here, the first one. How we get the idea means 0 to pi by 2 root sin x by root sin x plus root cos x. It not in the form of the integral. So we can simplify it by using the property, that is integral 0 to a f of x dx equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Both will same. So let it be I. Then I is equal to 0 to pi by 2 root of sin x, sin of pi by 2 minus x by under root of sin of pi by 2 minus x plus root of cos of pi by 2 minus x dx. Pi by 2 minus x, that comes in the first quadrant. The first quadrant, all ratios will be positive. Sign can change into cos x by under root of cos x plus under root of sin x. This is also I. Now we add the first I and second I. Then I plus I. Let it be first equation and second equation. Is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 root sin x by root sin x plus root cos x dx plus integral 0 to pi by 2 root cos x by root cos x plus root sin x dx. If 0 to a f of x dx plus integral 0 to a g of x dx is equal to integral 0 to a, that is 0 to pi by 2 f of x plus g of x root sin x by root sin x plus root cos x plus root cos x by root sin cos x plus root sin x whole dx. Then take the LCM. it is integral 0 to pi by 2 root sin x plus root cos x. The denominator terms are same. Root sin x plus root cos x whole dx. These two are same terms, that will be get cancelled. Integral 0 to pi by 2 dx is equal to x limits from 0 to pi by 2. It is equal to pi by 2 minus 0 equal to pi by 2. Then it is 2i. Then I is equal to pi by 2 into 2. It is equal to pi by 4. Therefore, integral 0 to pi by 2 root sin x by root sin x plus root cos x is equal to pi by 4 is the answer. It's a very, 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 very important problem. The second question is also, here tan x is there, tan can convert into ratio of sine and cos. Then this is also same like the first one, 0 to pi by 2, 1 by 1 plus tan x. There is no other one, only tan x is there. How to change? Just write in the place of tan x, sin x by cos x, 1 by 1 plus sin x by cos x into dx. Taking the LCM, 0 to pi by 2, denominator becomes numerator, cos x by cos x plus sin x. When you are observing in the question, cos and sin both are there in the numerator and denominator. Numerator having only one function, either cos or sin, then immediately you follow the property 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Okay, now we can write 0 to pi by 2. I is equal to 0 to pi by 2 cos x plus sin x dx. This is equal to, let it be I, equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 cos of pi by 2 minus x by cos of pi by 2 minus x plus sin of pi by 2 minus x dx. That is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2. Cos will change into sin. It's a first quadrant only. It's a sin x by plus cos x. Then this is I. Add 1 and 2, I plus I, that is equal to integral 0 to pi by 2 cos x by cos x plus sin x dx plus integral 0 to pi by 2 sin x by sin x plus cos x dx. Taking the LCM, sin x plus cos x integral 0 to pi by 2. Numerator is cos x plus sin x. Both are same functions, will get cancelled. That is equal to 2i equal to 0 to pi by 2 1 dx. That is x limits from 0 to pi by 2. Pi by 2 minus 0 equal to pi by 2. From this, I is equal to pi by 4. That is equal to 0 to pi by 2, 1 by 1 plus tan x dx. Okay. This is the procedure. You remember how to do. Here also, same thing. Sec of pi by 2 minus x turns into cosec x. Here, sec of pi by 2 minus x, cosec x. It is sec x. Add 2i equal to. In this also, we are getting pi by 4. You do this for homework.